Hi, this is Ron from High Tech Legion, and this is a Zalman ZM-F4 135mm ultra quiet fan. It uses a standard 120mm mounting holes in each corner, but it's slightly larger and can be used in place of stock fans in coolers or in cases. At the back of the box, you can see that there are a list of features in multiple languages, specifications including the fan speed, noise level, and dimensions, and a small how to use diagram and how to use the silicone pins which are included with the packaging. It'll be easier to go through the back, so let's flip it over and just I'm going to use you can use a knife, or I'm using a precision screwdriver, tiny one, and just feel the gap opening at the back and just push in so you can cut a small hole. You can just puncture and take out the fan from there. It's not the most finesse way of opening the box, but gets the job done. Okay, there we go. Just pop it open. And there's the fan itself. So it uses, as you can see, is a 3-pin fan taped on the side. And there's let's put the side from it and look at the other accessories inside. Let's throw away the plastic backboard. This little compartment here has the 4 silicone pins, and this is the resistor, so you can see, which is used to slow down or quiet down the fan, to undervolt it, and we'll test it out later and see what the fan noise is. So you can get an idea on just how big this 135mm fan is. We'll compare it in size to the 120mm fan. As you can see there, slightly smaller, but the holes actually match the corner mounting holes, and this other one is a 140mm fan. See the if you align it, the fan blades are slightly smaller, but the 140mm fan has the mounting holes are much farther apart. Now let's try plugging in the Zalman ZM-F4 fan just to see what it sounds like. Let's remove the tape on the top, and let's grab a connector from the motherboard. A 3-pin connector is what we need. Now, is this a direct connector? We're not using no undervolting or anything. It's directly from the 12 volt from the Molex 4-pin. So it's very quiet, even before using the resistor that they included. Let's compare that to the 140mm fan that comes with our case. Typically, with the advantages of having larger fans, like 135mm in this case, and 140mm, is that they could push more air, even if they run at a slower RPM than say a 90mm or a 120mm fan, and it results in a lower overall noise, and but pushing the same amount of air or greater. As you can see, it's slightly more audible. Now we'll plug in the Zalman ZM-F4 fan with the included resistor. This should lower the noise significantly. If you found that at its default fan speed was too fast for you. And for reference again, here is the fan speed and the noise without the resistor installed. Okay, now we can install it in a case and see just what the temperature differences are. Alright. The Zalman ZM-F4 fan uses standard 120mm mounting holes, which are these ones in the NZX80's case. These inner ones, instead of the outer mounting holes are for the 140mm. So you can use either the screws provided by your case, or for a quieter computing experience, you can use the silicone pins provided by included in your Zalman ZM-F4 package. I'll show you how to install this the silicone pin and how to use it. There are 4 in total. Basically, slide it inside, and if you look closely, there is the outer thicker groove, which holds part of the fan, and the smaller groove inside, which is used to hold on to the case. So what you want to do is, if you push it down inside, and then there's the part you have to tug in while pushing the top until you see that the topmost groove has been locked in place. After that, you slide in the Zalman ZM-F4, and at the same time repeat the process and pull the bottom part until it locks in place. Okay, now let's try and see what the temperatures are like when we test it compared to the standard 140mm cooling fan that was installed in this case before that.